Evening. Evening, everybody. It's been a long day. The journey continues. Are you guys seeing what's going on Twitter? Are you guys witnessing the magic? The cucking? Are you guys watching this shit go down? Oh, my Tulsi. Oh, my Tulsi. My Tulsi Gabbard. Oh, man. We predicted this like in 2017. It's totally begun. The light left. The soft right is becoming the left light. They don't know which way they're fucking going on Twitter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who saw this coming? I did. Oh, I've watched all day as they've rah Tulsi. Rah Tulsi. And they're tweeting out some pretty bizarre shit. Would you support Tulsi Gabbard as president? Would you support Tulsi Gabbard as president? If it comes down to doing the right thing and what's good for the country, what would you do? They're indoctrinating people. This is what's going on. Learn what's happening before you. They're trying to indoctrinate you. What they're doing is they're setting up their little plan. And that is, first of all, to turn MAGA, who they can, into Tulsi Gabbard fans. They're slowly doing it. And it's funny to watch. And they think that nobody's noticing. Like, oh, nobody's seeing what we're doing. They got no idea. We're so good at this. We're really good at this, guys. We've been doing this. We've been doing this a long time. We're expert pundits in the pundit field of doing this, guys. Nobody knows. As we slowly turn on President Trump, nobody will even see what we're doing. We're gonna take half the base with us. You watch. We're gonna get them all cracking open cases of soy milk. We're gonna toast it. Retweet my scope, because this is very important. People need to get educated on what's going on here. Retweet my scope. I need to do some red pilling. I gotta red pill people. You gotta understand what these clowns are up to. The whole brigade of them. The whole Gamergate crew. I call them the Gamergate bunch. A lot of people don't understand who the Gamergate bunch are, but you better recognize what's going on. You better recognize what's going on with the Gamergate bunch. There's a bunch of them. They're not loyal to a party. I'm going to tell you this right now. They are not loyal to a party. All of them. There's a whole bunch of them. You got Mike Cernovich. You've got Jack Posobiec. You've got Cassandra Fairbanks. You got Ali Akbar. These guys are all a big group, man, and they're getting ready to turn on Trump. They're slowly pushing the old Tulsi Gabbard theme. And understand that they're going to go over to Tulsi Gabbard before this is over. A lot of people are going to be like, I can't believe he did that. Oh, my God, I can't. Well, hey, I told you tonight. I told you in 2017. I was on to these guys a long time ago. I knew who they were, and I knew who they were about. They're Gamergate people. They've always been Democrats. People just didn't know. They were like, I got red pilled. No, they didn't. They just went with the better of the two at the time, and it happened to be Donald Trump because they didn't like Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama. So they decided they would go with Donald Trump. But now that Tulsi Gabbard's come out of the gate, she's more fitting to their pleasure. And they're slowly cracking open their soybeans and stuffing their straws in them. And Tulsi Gabbard is who they want. And we saw this a long time ago. And now they're just all out now. They might as well just like put Tulsi Gabbard for 2020 shirts on and get it over with. We're not going to be losing anybody special, trust me. They were never that great to begin with. Trust me. They're morons. all of them put together don't really screw in a light bulb. We won't lose much. I'll take the QAnon crowd over these guys anyway. I'm fucking being totally honest with you. The QAnon crowd is smarter than these guys. They're really bad at what they're doing. So the quicker you realize that these guys are not in it to win it, they don't care. They don't care. Tulsi Gabbard does stand a chance. I'm telling you, she stands a chance. Do not underestimate the Tulsi Gabbard. Don't. They know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Don't underestimate her. We've got to get her. We've got to attack her on every point there is. Don't ever underestimate the other side. Worst possible mistake you can make is underestimate. You got to go in like you're fighting a battle. Never ever walk in like you won it. That's not the way you want to handle business. The campaign has started. You saw Trump. He signaled off tonight. He's going after the head. He's going after the head. He's going to take out Elizabeth Warren first, and then he's going to work his way down. It's not about the Democratic Party. She can get the money. She's got the Bernies. That's the point. She's got the Bernies. They are a force to be reckoned with. They are a force to be reckoned with. Do not underestimate. They said the same thing about Barack Obama back in 2008. We are not going to underestimate this time. We're not going to do that. We're going to handle this as a serious situation. That's exactly what we're going to do. We are not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to attack it right at the heart of the matter. Do not underestimate opponents. It's the worst thing people can do. You underestimate them, and guess what? Before you know it, you don't know what happened. They kicked you in the ass, and you walked out broke. No. We got to fight like we're fighting in 2016. Every time they come up, we got to go at it. Nope. And Bernies are dangerous. You've got it. They always were dangerous. And she's got the Bernie crowd. She's got the Bernie crowd. Understand that. These guys know it. These Gamergate clowns, they know exactly what's going on. That's why they're doing what they're doing. First of all, they're trying to what they call split the vote. What's that mean by splitting the vote? What they want to do is see another independent come in so that they can split the vote. They're up to no good. I'm telling you guys, I see it. I'm watching it go down on Twitter. I knew they were going to do this anyway. I was well aware of this happening 2 years ago. About 2017, I started to see it go down. Early of 2017, they got all horny over. They're like, Tulsi Gabbard, she's the one. She can, and I knew. And they're promoting her. Oh, yeah, they're promoting the shit out of her. They're talking more about her than the Democrats are. That tells you everything you need to know about what's going on with them guys. I mean, you've got Mike Cernovich is promoting her. Jack Posobiec is promoting her. You've got Cassandra Fairbanks is now promoting her. This is an operation, guys. Understand, this is an operation. This is what they do. They did it in 2016 with Trump. But they're not working for us this time. They're down the street this time. They started their operations. Got to understand that. They're a machine. They all work together. They're all paid for by the same lobbyists. See, Trump hasn't played ball with some people. And some people don't like him. And they don't want him in 2020. People like the Koch brothers and others don't want Trump. They just don't. Trump hasn't played the ball that they thought he would play. Especially when it comes to trade and corporate tax rates and people taking companies overseas for cheap labor. They don't like it. They do not like that Trump did that. They're absolutely bullshit over it. Remember, these guys like cheap labor. They like Chinese labor. They like overseas labor. They don't want to make shit in America. Trust that. And where Trump has taxed all these guys, They don't want him in 2020. So they're going to use people. They're going to pay people, and they're going to do some distension in the Republican Party. And that's where it started. It started already. It started a couple days ago when Tulsi announced that she was running for president. Now, who's the director of this game plan, this overall, what they're about to do? There's a bunch involved. Probably DNC, too. You know, you can say that the DNC, they're not backing anybody yet. What they're doing is they're looking for the shiny light bulb. And what these guys are doing is they're trying to promote her. They're going to, you know, oh, well, if these guys like her, then America will too. That's going to be the theme, I'm telling you. Look, she turned these guys from Republican to Democrat. Look how great she is. I mean, this is exactly what's happening. This is the game plan. This is the game plan. She changed the mind of the worst alt-right trolls. She turned them into Democrats. They changed their ways. Hallelujah. Look what she did. Oh my gosh. No. Steve Bannon isn't even a thing anymore. Steve Bannon's an afterthought. Steve Bannon's over in Europe in European politics. Steve Bannon's not going to be back in America for a while. Steve Bannon pissed off Trump. Remember that. Remember that Steve Bannon and Donald Trump are no longer friends. They had it out. Remember that. Steve Bannon's not even a factor when it comes to Trump. So if they are tight with Steve Bannon, maybe he's the one who's pushing them towards Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know. I just know that Trump doesn't care for Bannon either. There's a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit, man. People better be aware of what these guys are up to. They're sneaky culprits. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. The juice man and the gummy bear. Sneaky, sneaky. I see it, though. But what I don't like is I'm watching on their timeline, and they're fooling some people. Trust me. Look at their timelines, man. Every time they bring her up, man. Some people are like, I don't know. She's kind of cool. I don't know. I could change for her. So they've already got some eggheads that were already pushing it out, right? So some eggheads are already out there, already ready to switch. This is the damage that they're doing. By propping her up and giving her feed in a positive manner, they are essentially helping her to secure votes. And they're helping her to take Republican votes because these guys are pushing her. And if you look at their timelines, like let me go over and take a look at Goofy's timeline, because he is goofy if he doesn't block me because he knows I don't care for him. Let's see here. Let's go over to Goofy. That's what I call Posobiec. He's goofy as shit. He's goofy as shit. Where is this? Could Tulsi Gabbard be the candidate to finally break out the tribalism of post-2016 America? And no, I hope so, says one person who's a Republican. Absolutely not. She backed Bernie, hard pass from one guy. She is anti-war, but she is Bernie-omics. Here's another guy. It would be so nice. She's terrific, even if I disagree with her economics. Let's see. I hope so, says another person. Let's see. He's like, wow, he is like totally, he is cucking for her so bad. Let's see. Some people aren't liking it. Some people are already seeing through it. Another lady says yes. Could GOP need different tactics to use against her? Like she for certain guns restrictions. Not sure if I trust her. She's putting all kinds of people on the fence. All kinds of people are going on the fence for her. Scary shit to really read, man. But the scary part is he keeps promoting her. Like, he's not just, like, doing it once and saying one little thing. He's, like, constantly retweeting her and, you know, getting all excited about it. It's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. Let's see what this is. Okay, here's another one. Yes, I'm conservative, but I'm a Christian first. And Tulsi Gabbard defended Christians from the Senate Democrats. RNC was nowhere to be found. Republican independent after I vote. Yeah, Tulsi carries water. She deserves credit. Thank you. Finally, for some context. You are correct. Oh my gosh, man. People are actually falling for this shit. Good for you. Oh my god. 2020 is going to be just great. I like her. Oh my god. Thank you. I'm 100% with her. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. You guys would. Amen. People are falling for it, man. Amen. Another amen. Good man. Wow. I hope she makes it. I am Republican. I would vote for Gabbard. You wouldn't. Oh, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? These are Republicans, dude. These are Republicans saying this shit. What the fuck? Like, people don't see what these guys are doing, man. Are you guys fucking blind? Oh, man. Blind. What are y'all crazy? What has she done? I know. She's 37. But, man, they all in it. If you believe in Q, you'll like Gabby, too. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, man. Those Republicans, those are phony accounts. I don't know. I don't think so. I think those are morons that follow Jack Posobiec over a cliff. Okay, guys, let's all go. The morons. But I'm telling you, these guys are going to be a problem, man. I haven't even checked Cassandra Fairbanks out. Let's go see what she's writing. I guarantee she's on this train. I know her. She's a nitwit. She's like the rest of them. Let's see. Because they all promote each other, you know. They're all in the fucking cahoots. Whole fucking lot of them. Let's see. She may not be. Oh, well. Now I can get all excited when Jack Posobiec comes on TV and tweets about it. I just switched my cable provider to OANN because Jack Posobiec's on OAN. Let's see. I'm looking. I know what's in there, man. I know how these guys operate. It's too easy. It might be easier just to do it this way. Yeah, there it is. While that's a super fun bonus, I've also legitimately been a Tulsi fan forever. It's a win-win. 5 retweets with 46 likes. See what I'm talking about? These guys all echo each other. So I found her tweet promoting Tulsi Gabbard. It's almost like they're working in I'll retweet it too. I'll retweet it so you guys can see this. This is how these fucking clowns operate, the whole lot of them. It's how they operate. Go look at my timeline right now on my backup account. Go look it up. 0R1DOTCOM. I just retweeted it. They what they do is they promote each other. It's almost disgusting what they do. It's almost disgusting. But if you go look on my timeline right now. They work in sync. All of these guys, Cernovich and Cassandra Fairbanks and Jack Posobiec and the rest of them, Ali Akbar, all of them. They're all in the same little network. They all work together. Every last one of them. It's the craziest shit you will ever see. Craziest shit you will ever see. You know, and with my new job, by the way, I'm going to be up all night, so I'm going to be doing a lot of late night scopes. I'm going to call them the midnight run, stuff like that on my days off. I'll be doing a little scoping here and there during the day, but not a lot, because, you know, when you work all night, you sleep all day, right? So I'm going to be doing a lot of, you know, tweeting at night and stuff, because I'll be working at night, so I'll be awake during the graveyard shift. But yeah, so anyway, what we're seeing here is, you know, it's the same thing. It's their Gamergate shit, man. It's their Gamergate shit. This is what's going on. And people better wisen up to what these guys are doing. Wisen up, man. They're going to turn. They're like vampires. They're turning like vampires. Quick and fast. Don't be surprised when it happens. I'll give the QAnon people, they're at least loyal. They're loyal. They're loyal to Trump. Good, I'm a night person. Oh, awesome. Elliot promotes self like he is the promoter. Probably, I don't know. I don't follow any of these fucking fools. I never have, man. I never trusted any of these guys. I never did. I never trusted them. Didn't trust them as far as I could throw them. They're losers. The whole lot of them. And they'll sell out on Trump in a minute. You know, that's all it's about. We ain't worried about it. There's a counter to all this crap. There's a counter. But they're going to try. The cucks. The cucks of America. I knew they were going to do it. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, yeah. Yeah, it didn't take long either, man. It took them what? She announced on the 11th. By the 12th, they were cheerleading. Woo, please, Tulsi Gabbard, I like you. Ah. He's saying the GOP is taken over by libertarians, pushed out traditional conservatives, and now he's mad. Oh, no, the libertarians have taken over. Oh, my gosh. Nothing wrong with libertarians. These are the same guys, by the way. These are the same guys that accuse me of working for Ron Paul. I'd be honored to work for Ron Paul. Ron Paul has some amazing thoughts on different things in this world. So when they all, you know, doxed me and accused me of working for Ron Paul, I was kind of, you know, I was honored to be accused. They were like, oh, 0 Hour 1 is a deep, dark operative of Ron Paul's. This is what they were telling people in 2017. 0 Hour, this was before they went with the crackhead routine. They were like, 0 Hour 1 is a secret operative of Ron and Rand Paul. He's one of the best in the business in the libertarian movement. That was their theme. That was their theme in early of 2017. And then they moved into 0 Hour 1 is a meth addict who's living in a basement in the middle of fucking some farm in eastern Maine. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell. And now it's just like 0 Hour 1's just a dickhead. He's a dickhead on the internet. They've run out of steam. They're just like, oh shit, we tried. We tried to take him down. It didn't work. Ron Paul didn't work. The fucking crackhead addict didn't work. Now he's just a dick. Dude's a dick. Oh, no. The other thing was 0 Hour 1's a Democrat, even though he doesn't vote for Democrats. Even though he doesn't vote for Democrats, and he showed his voters votes when he was voting. What's next? What are they gonna try next? Oh dear. Been busy and missed Jack going out on the GOP. Yeah, Jack is Jack. I always knew he would. We all knew he would. You know, me and my crowd that I hang out with, we always knew that Posobiec and that bunch would turn. We didn't know when. We just knew. We knew. They had every making for a Democrat. We just didn't know when they would do it. There's many more that will turn in the Republican Party. We have a whole list of them. And we have long talks in our little groups, and we talk, and we know who they are. When I'm not on Twitter, I'm talking to my friends like Mr. Bronco, and I'm talking to Shane, I'm talking to Slim, or I'm talking to my good friend, one of my best friends online, Mr. Thomas Paine. And we'll sit in a room. We have these conversations of who's who and what they're going to do. And we're making lists. We know who they are. We've been at this for the last couple of years. We know. We got a full list of these yoo-hoos. We've been at this a long time. Except we're better at it. We're better at it. All these we call them carpetbaggers. The carpetbaggers of the Republican Party. It's not sad. It's a reality. I knew the Gamergate crew would turn anyway. They all knew each other anyway. Tim Pool, all of them guys. They all knew each other. Weave, all of these guys. All of these guys were in cahoots. We've got a whole file on these guys that we've built over a long period of time. We know exactly how they came into existence. We knew what they were doing. I mean, look at Cassandra Fairbanks. She used to be pretty much a porno person on video camera before she got into politics. She was a fucking nobody, showing her boobies on camera. Gross. All of them were degenerates. One way or another, they were degenerates. People just didn't know the real them. I mean, let's go back. Let's really look over their resumes. You had Cassandra Fairbanks, who used to show her nipple on camera for a little bit of dough. That was her. You could Google her, Cassandra Fairbanks nude. You all know what you'll get. I don't even have to show you anything. Use Google. It's out there. Then you had Chatterbait Cassie. That's what they used to call her. Chatterbait Cassie. Then you have Michael Cernovich. I'll tell you a little bit of Michael Cernovich. The truth. Tonight we'll just start going through the truths of Michael Cernovich. Michael Cernovich was married at one point. His ex-wife. She fucking hated him so much she divorced him, and she had to fucking pay the guy to go. She had to pay him. He didn't pay her, She paid him to get the fuck out. That's how much she couldn't stand. She fucking hates that guy. Fucking guy's a scumbag, she says. Another fun fact about Michael Cernovich is that at one point he was charged with rape, although those rape charges were dropped. But he did have a rape charge at one time. So that's another fun fact about Michael Cernovich that people don't know about, is his rape charge. It was dropped, though. It was dropped. I will concede that. But he did have one. What else do we know? Michael Cernovich started with the money that his wife paid him to get the fuck out. He did try to start a juice making business. He wanted to make juice. He was real excited about his juice making business. Fucking failed miserably. He thought he was gonna be the juicer king, but that didn't work out. He had several websites that he had paid for. The Beet Juice King. I had him at one point in early of 2017. I had him ripping his hair out because I was exploring his juice maker kingdom, and I was like, he went broke with this juice shit, right? So he had this scheme where he was gonna sell these junky juice makers to people. They were fucking garbage, man. And basically, it was a fucking blender you could stick some vegetables in and make some juice. It was nothing special about it. It was like one of them $9.99 fucking blenders at Walmart, you know. It was nothing, but he was trying to sell them off for like $199. So he makes these blenders, right? And it fails miserably, right? He wastes all his money on the juice blender business. So he's broke. Well, he decides he needs a new moneymaker. He needs a new moneymaker. Oh, the beet juice memes were the best. So anyway, he decides he needs some money. So he's broke, and it's early 2015. He sees money in the Republican Party. This guy, Michael Cernovich, he sees a ton of money in the Republican Party. So in early of 2015, he starts to write a book. Well, late 2014. He starts to write a book. It's called Guerrilla Mindset. And it's to target young white males into tapping their inner rage and how to stand up for yourself and, you know, be the most macho white male that you can be. It was like Tony Robbins meets fucking a gorilla, okay? So he gets this scheme built up in his head. He's going to write a fucking book. So he writes this book, and it's failing. Nobody's buying this fucking Guerrilla Mindset. It was fucking stupid. So anyway, nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. Well, he sees the Republican Party, and he says, oh, Jesus, these guys will fucking buy it. All of a sudden, he goes pro-MAGA overnight. Goes pro-MAGA. Oh, MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. He goes MAGA overnight. But then he starts selling his book, his Guerrilla Mindset. And all the little white guys decide to buy this fucking book, which is fucking stupid. I mean, it's done nothing for nobody. So everybody buys this fucking dumb book, which I've read, and it's fucking stupid. So they buy this dumb book of Michael Cernovich's tips on how to be a fucking gorilla, how to lather yourself up in fucking mud or whatever it is you're going to do. So he sells you this book, and people buy it, right? They bought it. You know, he sold, you know, millions of copies. I'll give him that. Yeah, he fucking... Yeah, he suckered the Republican Party good because everybody bought that book, right? Everybody's like, oh, Michael Cernovich, he's a Guerrilla Mindset. So everybody's buying this book. Everybody buys the book. And so while this is going on, all these guys are promoting each other, right? You know, you've got him, you've got Cassandra Fairbanks, the online hooker or whatever she was doing on camera. And you got Jack Posobiec, the Intel Navy wonder. Let me tell you a little bit about Jack Posobiec and his great wonder. So I got a friend named VM. He was in the Navy too, my friend VM. He served in the Navy quite a few years. So I'm talking to VM one night, and I said, VM, you know about Navy. You were pretty high ranking, because VM was. He doesn't talk about it much, but my friend online, VM, he's very in tune. He knows about the Navy. So I said, what exactly did Jack Posobiec do in the Navy? So he's like, let me get on this. I'll tell you. I know everything there is to know. I was in the Navy. I was high up there. So he starts researching Jack Posobiec's Navy career, right? So we're waiting. We're anxiously waiting for this report on Jack Posobiec's Navy career, right? So, and this is why they fucking hate me, by the way, folks. This is why I'm fucking hated, by the way. I get to the real facts. So we're anxiously waiting for this report, right? And then it comes in, right? And we're like, oh. Well, he was at Gitmo Bay, everybody. He's not lying. Jack Posobiec was at Gitmo Bay. But the real reason he was at Gitmo Bay is the catch here. He was doing piss tests. Jack Posobiec was a piss tester at Gitmo Bay. He didn't interrogate anyone. He didn't gather any intelligence. He just did piss tests to make sure people weren't doing drugs. That's basically what he did. He ran the piss tests. And because it was Gitmo detainees and shit like that, it was considered an intelligence operation. But really, he was just a piss tester. So he piss tested everybody. That was his main thing in the Navy. He piss tested people. Although I'm not knocking his naval career or anything like that, but he kind of makes it seem like he was some kind of great intel agency. But when my friend VM came back with the with the goods. I was like, oh my god, you're not kidding, are you? And he's like, no, he piss tested people. It's considered an intelligence operation because those are sealed things, and piss tests are sealed. And I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah. He's like, it's right here, look. And he shows me the code, and then he takes me over to where it shows like who does what and what different codes they do. And I'm like, damn. So that was the end of looking up Captain Piss Plot Pasobiag. We were like laughing our asses off that night. We were fucking dying. So he was at Gitmo, but he was just running around with pee-pee cups. That's what he was doing. Please pee in my cup. Can I get you to pee in this cup? So Jack Steak. I called him Jack Steak. So there's that. And then we go on to Mr. Ali Al-Akbar, who we did research on. So then we started doing research on, I'm not a pundit, right? I'm just a regular guy. I'm a Trump voter. I have no real limelight. You know, it's none of that. I want to do that. I do research online. That's mostly what I do. So then we get on to the Ali Akbar, and we start researching him because we want to know who all these people are, right? Because we're curious. So we get on to Allah Akbar, and we start researching him. And we find out he was like arrested like I don't know how many times. One, he was broke into a van and stole some credit cards and was spending somebody's money. And then we find out that there was a thing written up that, you know, allegedly he was with Karl Rove. And then there was another thing written up where he was doing naughty stuff with this politician and that politician, and Frice was like his alleged pimp. And this, so we find out all this information. So then we start finding out all this information about these guys, right? And not a one doesn't have like some kind of shit going on. And so we're laughing about it, right? It was more for jokes than anything why we were looking these guys up. We just wanted to know who was who and what was what. And we were fucking laughing at the shit we were finding, you know? But as I was going through and we were collecting all this data and putting it into our little secret file database that we have, in the Zero files, we're putting everything in our file box, and we're laughing and we're kind of trolling them while we're doing it. Well, at one point, Jack Pasobiak is so mad at me, he blocks me. I say, okay, I guess I made him upset. And then Mike Cernovich, he loses his mind. Like, that dude is so mad at me. He's pulling his hair out in the scope, like, and then he's making up shit, like, he's like, this guy threatened me, and shit like that, and I didn't threaten anybody, right? I made no threats, but he's on his scope, like, 0 Hour 1 threatened me, and the only thing I was talking about was his failed blenders, and making fun of it. And so this guy's flipping out, he's ripping his hair out, he's drunk on the scope with wine, because I'm doing major damage to his platform. I mean, I'm really throwing some heat at the platform. And that's really what he was getting upset about, because people were asking him questions about this and that I was finding. So in the process of me, I was doing damage to his platform, he was getting really fucking mad at me. So he was all upset that, you know, I was causing trouble, and he's like, oh, this fucking guy, fucking the 0 Hour 1, he's fucking with my platform, and I can't have that. So he was losing his fucking mind. But all these Gamergate kids, man, they all get mad really easy, and they're real easy to trigger. They always have been. So, you know, and you know, I was toying with them so bad. Like, I was making shit up when they were like coming at me, and then when they doxed me, I was like, I have to go to the FBI, and I was making that shit up, laughing. Really, I was laughing. So I was up on Gab fucking around, and then I was fucking making like I deleted all my accounts, and they were like, we won, see, Zero's gone, and then I'd come right back and fuck with them. You know, kind of like that Ernest P. Worrell that would throw the fucking rocks in Andy Griffin. I was doing that kind of shit. Come right back up in town and throw the rock and then run off. They were getting so fucking mad at me. I spent about a month fucking with their platforms. It was kind of funny. But I knew then they weren't very good Republicans. Like, they really sucked at it. Like, they couldn't trigger people. That's the one art I do have besides research, is I can trigger people. I've triggered everybody from Richard Marx to you name it. I triggered, you should have been on one night. I triggered, what's her name? Who was the girl from Headline News? Oh, Grace something. Grace. Oh, what the hell? Nancy Grace. I triggered Nancy Grace, guys. I was online one night, and she was doing this thing about this, fucking, what do you call them people that work in a crime lab? This lady's working in a crime lab. Well, they were doing a special about a crime, and the lady looked just like Nancy Grace. And I put her picture and Nancy Grace's picture together, and I tweeted them to her, and I said, look, 2 bimbos, 1 wind tunnel. And she was like, she tweeted back at me, she's like, you're a fucking son of a bitch. And that's what she tweeted. And my friend Sentinel will never forget that. Like, he's like, you fucking triggered Nancy Grace, dude. And I was like, yeah, I guess I did. And she was so fucking mad at me. And then she blocked me. She was like, you son of a bitch. I was like, Jesus, Nancy, calm down. You're going to have a heart attack. But yeah, it was great because she had the puffy hair back then. Nancy Grace. She had the big puffy hair. So I put her, and the other lady had this big puffy blonde hair, so I put their pictures, and they looked almost alike. And I was like, look, 2 blondes in a wind tunnel. And she was so mad, man. You little son of a bitch. I was laughing. Then Richard Marx one night, I got him good. He got fucked up mind, and everybody was on that night. I got Richard Marx going. I don't know. I have this quality. I just can trigger people. I can trigger them. They get so mad. Every once in a while, I'll get them good, and they'll just lose their fucking mind. Yeah, Richard Marx was losing it, man. He was freaking going off. Like, I had him all soyed out. But I get accused a lot of times not being a Republican. But if people knew exactly the shit I pull online, yeah, her fiance was killed. She's still a liberal. I didn't hurt her feelings. I just said 2 blondes, 1 wind tunnel. It wasn't like I was fucking making fun of her dead boyfriend or anything. Jeez, she lost her mind over one comment, though. You know, people get too butthurt easy. Was it giraffe neck? Yeah, it might have been that. Yeah, people get so butthurt so easy these days. That's the problem with Twitter, man. Twitter is one of the most sensitive places. People get so, even in the Republican Party sometimes, people really got to get some iron, shirts on, man. You know, it's like, people, I don't know what's going on, but man, got to toughen up. Everybody's got to toughen up. If you think 2020 is going to be a battle, if you can't handle another Republican making a little fun, man, you ain't going to make it with these Democrats because they're getting ready, man. They're going to be off the hook this time around. They're going to be taking off the gloves. They're going to be saying the shit we were saying in 2016. They know what's coming, so they're like, oh, so we got to be ready, man. You got to get your big boy pants on. Shit's going to go down in 2020, man. People going to be saying awful shit. This is going to be the way of Twitter, man. It's going to be a war, man. People going to get banned. People, you better believe shit's gonna happen on Twitter, man. People are gonna get banned, and I'm gonna be one of them. Don't look for me to be on the same handle by the end of 2019. Maybe March of 2020, I'll go down. They always get me sooner or later, guys, because me, I'll talk shit with the best of them. That's why I get banned. But you gotta be able to lose an account too. Good night, young man. This guy's getting so old. He gotta go to bed. Good night, buddy. But anyway, you gotta be able to, you gotta be able to go at it with the best of them online. Whatever happened, I think she retired. But I think Republicans gotta find that toughness again. They've lost it. You want to see my best Jack Posobiec video? I have the best Jack Posobiec video. You guys will love this shit. Hold on, let me get this shit set up, man. You guys gonna see this shit. Alright, let me see. Media source. Add a source. Alright, guys. Give me a minute to find it. You guys, this is the best Jack Posobiec video. I got so much crap. You guys, I have to dig for stuff when I'm like, I start laughing at people's Twitters. Alright, let me get it set up. Let me mute that for a minute. Alright, give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute to get this set up. What media source am I talking here? That one. Boom, boom. Alright, guys. This is going to be a treat, by the way. This is going to be a treat. This is a treat. I have all kinds of goodies. I got some good ones.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly with stories to tell. All through the forest they sing out in chorus, marching along till their song fills the air. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. They are the gummy bears. And the gummy sandor.
Oh man, brings back memories, man. Gummy bears. I got some better ones, dude. I got ones where he's like Game of Thrones and shit. I got all kinds of shit, man. I'm telling you, ain't nothing I don't got. Jack is almost dead. I got all kinds of shit, man. Oh man, I gotta hold on, wait. All right. Oh man, I can't even believe I'm showing you guys my secret stash of Jack Posobiec's greatest hits. I got a whole. I wonder how many people. Hey man, it's gotten a lot of views. I made a YouTube account a long time ago, and it's gotten like views. It just gets random views every now. All right, here we go. Wait, what is this one? All right, hold on. I got all kinds of shit, man. You guys, all right. I'm just gonna hold on. Let me see if I can pull these up here. 1 second. You guys are gonna laugh. I can't. All right. This is my super secret stash. You can never tell anybody about this super secret stash. And, let's see. Hopefully this works. All right, guys. Alright, wait. How do I get this? See, I've never used OBS like this. I don't know if I can. Okay, I can't do that. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, I got all kinds of good videos. Let me see here. Oh, I know how I can do it. Alright, guys. 1 second. Alright. I forget I have multiple monitors. I don't know why I just don't use them. Alright, here we go. This one's great.
Hello. Angry GOT fan here today. Participate in what I'd like to call the Fire and Ice Bucket Challenge. I have instructed my army of anger to fill a bucket full of wildfire and then throw it upon me in the cause of course, charity. So, with that I say, 1, 2, 3. No!
Is that not the weirdest shit? Like, is that not the weirdest shit like you'll ever read? Oh my god, that's the weirdest shit. Yeah, that's the weirdest shit. Hold on, where's this one? This one's fucking weird too.
Hey guys, Angry GOT fan here. I'm coming to you right now from my kitchen because bacon is happening. And while bacon is happening, I've decided to record my weekly, recording for you. So normally this is the time of the week where I pick a chapter from Song of Ice and Fire books and read it to show how much better it was in the books than it was on the HBO TV series Abomination, Usurpation, Perversion, Fanfiction. However, it doesn't really seem that there's anything in this episode that roughly corresponds with the books in any way. You may say that some of the scenes do. But this last one, Hard Home, yeah, none of the people are where they should be. The plots aren't where they should be. The characters are completely wrong. Yeah, can't do it. So, instead of trying to rack my brain to find a scene that would make any kind of sense, I've decided to take a different tack with it. A lot of people have been talking to me lately, and I've been talking a lot lately, about the Accursed King series, new translation that came out recently by French
good.
press and into English of the Accursed Kings. So it's by Maurice Duran.
Yeah,
and
long
it
before
was
that.
Written in the 1950s, through the 1950s, and then the final one came out in 1977. And George R. R. Martin actually based a lot of A Song of Ice and Fire off of the themes that are drawn from this historical fiction. And it's great because you read it and it's just history. It's an account of the French kings leading up towards the 100 Years' War. So, like, think early 1300s. It's really amazing. I enjoyed reading it so much. Books are short. I think I finished the whole series in about 2 weeks. Highly recommend. And if you want any indication, this scene is about a third of the way through the first book, The Iron King. So, and no, I'm not going to be trying to do a French accent because I can't do a French accent.
Calm down.
If you'd like to do a French accent your own, I firmly support that evolution. Philip the Fair was standing at the balustrade, the members of his council motionless about him. The line of their faces was detached from the background, round by the light of the torches. They were like a bas-relief in the rose-colored marble sculpted across the flank of the tower. Even the condemned raised their eyes to the loggia. The king's gaze met that of the Grand Master of the Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay. They seemed to be taking each other's measure, their glances interlocked. Who could tell what thoughts were theirs, what emotions, what memories surged between these two enemies? Instinctively the crowd felt that something grand, something terrible, and something superhuman had begun.
What?
All implicit in this mute confrontation between the powerful prince, surrounded by the servants of his will, and the Grand Master of chivalry, bound to the stake of
Can you
infamy.
imagine?
Between these
It's like
two men
15 minutes
who
of this
birthed the
shit.
accident, shouting,
15 minutes. 15 minutes of
hiding
shit.
from the crowd. The two old men could be heard coughing. and
What is that? What is that? Oh, what is this Night Watch? I can't remember. Hold on. Let's check this one out.
I was a little round, kinda lost a few pounds. Tapping sports on me right now. She's a brownie beauty with big blue eyes. Up in Chrysler, sitting way up high. Way up firm and high. Out past the wall where the woods got testy. In the true north where the family's getting zesty. Working on dragon glass without any clue. Oh, working in the night's watch. On the realms of memory was. Working on the night's watch. Time, a cold winter time, wouldn't love no far from it. Just searching for this of the man upon it. We were just young, restless, and bored, living by the sun. We steal away every chance we could to the backroom galley or the trusty wood. I used her, she used me. Neither one cared, we were getting our share. Working on the night's watch. Gone the realms of man we was. Working on the night's watch.
like it's like listening to Neil Diamond. It's like listening to Neil Diamond on crack. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Everybody looking at my desktop. They're like, ooh, what's Zero got open there? Yeah, but anyway, I can't listen to that shit. Oh my gosh. Horrible. Yeah. Tulsi Gabbard, I love him. Good times. I like Jack though. He's never really bothered me. I just know he's gonna turn to the dark side. Yeah. But there is a website called Jack Posobiec Fans that has all his greatest hits, and you can listen to it. It does have some subscribers. It does have some subscribers. I don't know. What year was it? It was all uploaded 1 year ago. It was uploaded 1 year ago. Under a user called Jack Posobiec Fans. And it's got all of Jack Posobiec's greatest hits. There's like 7 videos there of all his great. He's on YouTube. Jack Posobiec Fans. It's got a picture of him sitting with Richard Spencer. I don't know who did it. Who the guy? I have no idea who would do such a thing. Who would make a website a year ago? Who would do that? How dare you, sir? Just make a website and leave it there. Cut the shit. The site should be called Simple Jack. Never go. Oh well. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I have the best times. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. Not Team Trump. Oh God. Wow. Oh, slowly going to the dark side. Anyway, so I'm doing the nightly show. This is gonna be like nighttime with Zero and friends. I wish I could call Boogie Bumper and get his take. Nope, sorry, Boogie Bumper doesn't take calls. I could call Real Clear Politics. Get his take on the situation. I don't know if he'll pick up. If I get dared to do it, I'll do it. I don't care. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Hey, what's up, man?
Aloha! Welcome to Zero at Night. How are you?
Good. Does that mean I'm on the air as an ambush again?
Yes, you've been ambushed. You've been ambushed.
Oh,
I have one
Jesus
question.
Christ.
What do you think of the Jack Posobiec and the Michael Cernovich's love for Tulsi Gabbard?
It is very, very interesting that you ambush me after I just sent some information to some people because I smell the shit on the bottom of their shoes that's about to happen.
You see it too?
This is bigger than people are imagining what these fucksticks are about to do. They're about to attempt to destroy MAGA, and it's going to be, this is going to go bigger than anything. Now, look, for your audience, you all know 0 Hour is been fuck Q, don't want nothing to do with Q, you guys are fucking idiots, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. You know that I've been very, very neutral. I don't give a shit. These fucking idiots are about to double down on stupid, and they're about to destroy all possibilities of there being any cohesion in the MAGA movement, and that's where they're going. It's going to be throw every piece of shit they can at the wall and see what sticks, just get us under control. This is going to be paid opposition And I'm telling you, I don't care about going public with it because I hate doing that, but I smell it now. Now I know what these guys are doing.
It's funny you say that, brother, because tonight I said, if I've got to, I will team with QAnon to fucking destroy this shit. I even said it.
Yep.
If that's what it comes down to, yes, absolutely. We must all unite just to step on this. Because we see it's an insurrection is what's going to happen.
That's right. That's right. They'd want confusion. They want people to distrust each other. They want people to destroy MAGA. This is a tactic they use to destroy the Tea Party. This is all about paid opposition coming out of Koch brother deep-ass pockets. These are the same people hanging out with some of the rhinos that are still in the government.
Dude, are you in my brain? Because I just told these guys the same... Dude, word for word. I said they're doing what they did to the Tea Party. I said the same exact fucking thing. Dude, that's
hilarious.
Fucking weird.
That's hilarious. And you guys know that most of the time Zero and I are different. Like, we're just on different wavelengths. We're in different areas of MAGA. We just do our own thing, both of us. And so when you hear a lot of the brains on Periscope, Twitter lining up, we're telling you, prepare for battle, because these fucking idiots don't understand that you don't fight with each other when you're in the middle of a war with the fucking left, when you're in the middle of a war with the globalists. So what does that tell you? All they care about is their own fucking pocket. That's all they give a shit about.
Now listen, here's what you need to know about this group. I've watched Cassandra Fairbanks. I've watched Ali Akbar. I've watched Mike Cernovich. I've watched Jack Posobiec. All start promoting Tulsi Gabbard. All in sync. Go look at their timelines. Yep. I retweeted Cassandra Fairbanks just to prove a point to everybody in my scope. I said I'll go retweet. She'll have a pro, and on her timeline, James, she wrote the following: while that's a super fun bonus, I've also legitimately been a Tulsi fan forever. It's a win-win for me. That's what she wrote, dude.
Yeah, these guys this is bullshit. You guys, come on. Real people in the real world smell this shit a mile away. They just not necessarily even know about it or put their finger on it or why things are happening. But, you know, look, Zero does solid research. He might not be right on his conclusions. I've said that myself to him, but we both disagree sometimes. We argue vociferously. We just don't do it in public and act like jackasses to each other, you know, but because that's what friends do. We don't have to fucking agree on everything. But we agree here that these guys are doing this just to destroy MAGA. This isn't about anything real. This is just about power. And these guys, and look, you know Zero and I don't play that shit. You want to try to exercise power over us, we're going to tell you the whole world to go fuck itself. So
yeah, we got to unite, man. We got to do that, man. We got to get Dilly on board. We got to get everybody on board, and we'll just, you know, fucking all of us, you know, because I know Dilly's a shit talker like I am, so I might have to fucking Batman and Robin up with him in this, and fucking we might just have to fucking ride.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, I'll let you go, brother. And I just wanted to get your take because I didn't know if you seen what was going on, and I wanted.
Oh, dude, I'm smelling it all. I'm literally doing the research as you call me. It's fucking hilarious because we're absolutely in sync on this. These guys are stepping all kinds of in elephant shit right now.
Yeah, well, one of Posobiec's tweets was, "Tulsi Gabbard, would you do the right thing for America? Would you put down political parties?" And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy tweeting?
You know what happened? This is all money, man. These guys are getting paid for this shit. Trust me. There's a reason why these things happen. Things don't happen in isolation. There's no, you know. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, there's paid money here, and I'm telling you, they're going to be getting. I would not doubt one bit that if the right people research, there's going to be a paper trail of money that's going to lead right to Tulsi Gabbard's campaign. To these people. I guarantee there's a connection there. And you know who's connected. You know who out of their own mouth is connected to this. This is not shit I'm making up. This is not me throwing shit at somebody. Literally from his own mouth, who's connected to all these politicians? Ali Akbar. Who's connected to the establishment? Ali Akbar. Yeah. Who else is connected to the establishment? Tulsi Gabbard. I announced, look, I'm one of the people that had to run out of his fucking bed at 8 o'clock in the morning to a goddamn parking garage because we were alerted that nuclear missiles were headed to fucking Hawaii. Who gave the all clear for that? Tulsi Gabbard, who was alive on camera when I may have been obliterated into fucking atoms, right? I was live on camera telling you what was going on, and then my team, through YVA, was researching, figuring out what the fuck was going on. Who announced the all clear? Who was the first person? Tulsi Gabbard. How? How does a congressman from Hawaii get that level of information and is the first one to announce an all clear? That tells you right there, this is political bullshit that was fucking stacked up a long time ago. And I said live on camera in the parking garage, Tulsi's running for president. I knew it back then. That's why they did it. To launch her as the power woman.
We just talked about this a few months ago, remember? We were talking about Tulsi Gabbard. We were I'm telling you, she's going to be the front runner. I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you why the Cernoviches are launching it. What have we also been telling everybody? You, me, everybody we know, even people that don't like each other have all been saying this, that the future of Congress is fucking Periscope. The future of politics is Periscope. We've been trying to teach people, you, me, we worked our asses off on Pulse's campaign, on fucking Dilly's campaign. We've been doing this to try to teach people how to properly use Periscope because people want authenticity. So what do you think's going to happen? Why do you think this crew, this particular crew, is talking good about Tulsi? That's her campaign media team. They're going to fucking help this bitch run against President Trump. That's how not MAGA these fucksticks are.
They've already started.
Yeah, that's right. Because this stuff takes time. She's got to get in front of a camera. She's got to learn how to use it. She's got to be authentic. So they're coaching this chick right now. I'm telling you this is happening.
Well, you know,
this is how they're going to come against him.
I've done research on Mr. Akbar. He's got deep connections into the Democrat Party. A lot of people don't know that. When he first started, he got caught breaking into a van. Okay, and then the Democrats met him and they said, wow, this guy would be great to have to infiltrate the Republican Party. And they sent him to work. He's a deep Democrat operative. How do you think he got in with Jack Dorsey? Jack Dorsey just doesn't let anybody into Twitter, especially conservatives. But he let dickhead Ali Akbar up in there? I don't think so. This is all pre-planned.
Yep. The writing's on the wall, people. You better stand up now. I don't care how much you don't like Q. I don't care how much you think Q's a fucking LARP. I don't care what you do. You better not fight with the fucking people that do believe in Q. Because that's one of the main leverages these people are going to use to divide all of MAGA. As long as you don't get along with your fellow, look, we all know this is right. Everybody think for yourself. That's it. That you guys, everybody watching the show right now, are think for themselves people, or you definitely wouldn't fucking be in this fucking Periscope. So if you're a think for yourself person, you got to start to respect your fellow man enough to just say, look, let them believe in Q, let them do whatever the fuck they're doing, because the other people are using it for leverage. They're going to leverage you. This is wedge politics 101. And I see the fucking world's largest wedge about to be tried to be shoved up our asses. And it's all from these fake MAGA fucks that we've been calling out for years.
Yep. And I was just talking about that earlier with a couple good friends of mine. I said, you know, the QAnon stuff, this don't matter anymore. We got to keep an eye on these guys. This is what matters. I said, that stuff, that don't matter to us. We're the heavy hitters. We got to take these guys on, and that's what that's what I was telling the boys tonight. Because you know how we are, man. We'll go at it. We don't care. So we're ready. Yeah, exactly. You know.
There, I can already see the fucking backup accounts being created as we speak.
We're ready for these guys. But anyway, I want to thank you for stopping in, brother.
Anytime, brother.
All right, you get some sleep.
All right.
Peace.
Thanks, brother. Have a good one.
You too.
Peace.
Aloha. Anyway, that was James and his take on the whole what's going on with the soft right. And you guys, you got to understand, these guys they're up to no good. They're up to no good. And I'm going to end the scope here. That was a good scope. I like when I can get James on when I can. He's like, you ambushed me again. I ambush him all the time. Anyway, we've got to MAGA. We've got to stay, it doesn't matter if you're into Q or you're not into Q right now. We got problems on the horizon. And, whether you believe in QAnon or you believe in MAGA, we're all on the same path, man, when it comes to the end of the day. Just because I don't believe in QAnon doesn't mean I don't believe in MAGA. See, that's the point. And hey, I believe in MAGA. That's all I know. Whether QAnon, hey, I just don't understand it. It's not for me. Cool dude. That's the end of that. But we're all in the same fight together. So if these guys are getting ready to jump ship, which it looks like they are, it's going to take everybody's concerted effort to push these guys back. Whether you're MAGA or you're the other side. But all that matters is that we all come together, because there are MAGA and there are QAnon. It's just the way it is now. I'm MAGA. That's all I know. I'm 100% MAGA. Always will be. And that's a fact. I live, breathe, eat, and shit MAGA. That's all I know. And the other guys, as long as they believe in Trump, I'll always be, I'll start being cordial and be nice. But I'm MAGA. That's the only thing they need to understand. Just like I understand that where they're coming from. But as long as they support Trump, I'll definitely back them. Because we got troubles coming, man. They're trying to crush us like the Tea Party. Like James is saying. That's exactly what it is. It's divide and conquer tactics. They're gonna get worse before it gets better. And they're gonna say bad shit about Trump. They're gonna make bad shit go viral. These guys, they're really good at what they do. They didn't climb to the top by not knowing what they do. So you got to understand the nature of the beast. It's gonna take other people that know how to climb to the top. People like me, people like James, people like everybody. You got to know how to climb to the top, man. I'm more of an online scrapper. I'm a little different kind of guy. I like doing my research, but I can hold it out when I get into an online shit fest, man. And that's what it's going to take, because these guys are going to troll. These guys are going to come at Republicans. It's going to take the worst of the worst to go at these guys. And unfortunately, if you've ever seen the movie The Patriot, you've got QAnon, and then QAnon, and he says, oh, we don't need these kind of guys. We need these guys. That's where me and my pals come in. We're those guys. We're the guys they call on when there's nobody else that will do the dirty work. So then we're brought in, and we'll go at it with these guys. We don't care. And when it comes to online, shit fests and troll fests, these guys don't hold a candle to what we do. They really don't. We own them every day if we really feel like. We're some of the best in the business when it comes to. It's like, well, Ali's he's an operative pigeon. He's sent by bigger politicians to do their dirty work. He's paid off by the highest bidder. He's nothing more than a political whore. A political whore. That's all he is. And people better recognize that. This whole crew is about to do damage to MAGA. And people better be wise to it, because that's exactly what they're after. That's exactly what they're after. But I'm out of here. You guys have a blissful night. I'll be tweeting tonight because I'm up till the crack of dawn because of my work schedule. But we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Whether you're QAnon or you're MAGA, we'll all work together. We'll all work together. We'll stop what's to come. That's for sure. No matter what.